The idea came from an artist in New York City. She calls it the Flock House Project, a piece of art so complex, so large, you can live in it. Justin is live in the Old Market where this piece of work is getting set up right now. Justin.
Yeah, they're doing construction on the Flock House Project right now. You can't miss it in the Old Market. I just got Mary off the ladder. She is the artist that's in charge of this. I have to ask, what is the Flock House Project first off?
Well, it's a living system that people can inhabit in different ways, and some of your food, power, and water is supplied from it. And it's also a stage, so it's a performance space and a space that people can interact with in for a number of different reasons and in a number of different ways.
So you started this in New York City, and now you brought it to the Old Market?
Yeah, so it started in New York City. It went around the city. 3 of them went around the city in 2012 for the summer. They moved every 2 weeks, so a lot of it was about exploring different sites and having different people use it and seeing what would happen from it. It was an experiment.
I'm going to come back to you, but Amanda is the curator for this exhibit here. How cool is this to have something like this in Omaha?
I'm totally excited by it. I actually lived in the Flock House Project when Mary was doing it in New York for one night. I did some urban camp cooking there, and there was a whole range of other artists working in the Flock House at the time. So when I invited Mary to come here, I'm totally excited. It's quite a different looking Flock House, made out of recycled materials found right here in Omaha, and I'm really excited. We're building one here, and on Saturday we'll be deploying one out at Carver Bank in North Omaha. So there'll be 2 Flock Houses in in Omaha over the summer.
And so they're doing construction on it right now, and as Amanda just said, Mary, this is all made from recycled products, right?
Yeah, it's all made from recycled things that we found here in Omaha and in Council Bluffs in Iowa. And we've been working together, collaborating with strangers and friends over the course of a month, doing this design build workshop where we've come across several problems and tried to find solutions for those at the same time. But it's really been about working together with a group of people to create something and see what happens from it.
And so you're going to go to Philadelphia next, right?
Yeah, actually in a couple of months we're going to Philadelphia to do something really similar there. So it'll go from New York to Omaha to Philadelphia.
So somebody can live in this. How do they do that? Who do they need to contact?
They can contact the Bemis Center, Alex Priest, and he makes arrangements for people to stay overnight for up to 2 weeks or just during the day.
So the Bemis Center was saying already that they have their first person lined up that's going to spend the night in it, right?
Someone who's coming, her name is Heather. She's come from LA and she's on her way to Montreal, and she's going to spend the night tomorrow night. She'll be the first resident.
They're hitting the ground running here at the Flock House. Actually, it's going to be on display here through August, so you can't miss it when you're walking around Old Market. So now you know, Jen.
Very interesting. Justin, do you think you'd ever do it? I can't picture you.
They've been asking me if I would live in it, and it doesn't have air conditioning and it does not have running water, right?
Not yet. I mean, it's not going to have air conditioning, but it will have some sort of running water pretty soon. So if you give it a couple of weeks, maybe.
Maybe in a couple weeks after the running water is installed. I'm sure there's a bathroom around here somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know, Jen. I'll leave that up to you. I think you're the adventurous one.
There you go. It is a really cool idea. It's interesting to see the type of people who want to do that and what they notice and realize when they're out there. So I really like the idea. Thanks,
yeah,
Justin.
It'll definitely spark the conversation.
For sure. All right.